Hello, fellow travelers, sacredly inspired beings of love and light. I'm here on Sunday, September 27th, 2020, to bring through an energy reading for the week ahead. I've been a little absent this last week or two, sending out videos in other forms, starting a radio show, so I haven't been absent. I've just been I didn't post an energy update. I have a new radio show on Blog Talk Radio called Honest Goddess, and it is with my dear friend and colleague, Julie Jacobs, and we discuss topics that are necessary for these times. Today we discussed the divine masculine. So tune on into that. You can find it. You can register for or sign up for my email letter through my website, marydagostino.com, and you'll receive everything that I'm doing through email if you'd like. You can find me on Facebook, Heart of Gaia. You can find me on Instagram where I post many messages of inspiration, Mary L. D'Agostino. And I just want you to know where you can find me, because my intention and my mission right now is to support you in your transitions that are occurring and the changes. And we do need each other during these times. We need to be alert and aware and held in the divine as we traverse these challenging times. Yet we're in them. We're in the challenge. And my intention is to remind you that you came here at this time with full awareness that you would be using your deepest gifts and that they were necessary now. So I want to take a moment to honor you and honor you for tuning in, for turning in, for listening, and for wanting to receive the help and the connection with your own inner wisdom, the connection with each other, those of like mind and like spirit. And I want to take a moment to honor also my son, who his birthday was on Friday. He would have been 28 years old. As many of you know, one of my main intentions here, or goals, or loves, is being a mother, and I have 5 children, one in spirit, my son Brandon in spirit. He passed in January of 2017, and he's my inspiration. He was in life because he was all about the other, all about helping his fellow human, and leaving a legacy of help and love. And he always saw the good in everyone, no matter what. And he always wanted to lend his heart, his mind. And he did so in many small ways and many ways that live on. And so I can't bring through my messages without mentioning him and his passion for life and his ability to be unconditional with his care and his compassion for his friends and for his family. And he struggled, and as we all do, and he had challenges as we all do. Yet one thing you could count on with him is that he would always be the one to see the good, and want to do better too. So in honor of my son and his birthday, he would have been 28 on Friday, I want to thank him for being in my life and for supporting me as I have gone through my grief journey, and as I have been able to share my experiences with others to help. We're all in this together, and that's the way we get through. And so the thing that comes forward for me right now is how we in our world most especially here in the United States, are fighting so much with the other. And we're creating these divides. And even in the camps, like, you know, I'm over here in this camp, you're over there in that camp. The camps are, I would say, they're not sustaining. They're instead, they're too much focused on how we can prove or diminish the other camp. And so this week, I'd suggest you take some time to go within your own camp, your inner camp, and your world just around you, and see how you can be supported in seeing the bigger picture. And so with that, let's do the reading, because I know the reading is going to reflect to us what might help us do that, what might help us get out of the I'm right, you're right, prove me wrong, prove you wrong, and instead sink into our own personal experience and find the place where we can go above that and see a different vision, or go below into our own inner hearts. So who's our guardian? Which Mother Mary, Divine Feminine energy, wants to come through as our guardian? Our Lady of Divine Presence. Earlier today when we did the radio show, our radio show, Honest Goddesses, usually airs on Friday. Today we did it on Sunday because of honoring Brandon's birthday on Friday. She came through. That was a message. The Divine Feminine, the feminine within us, holds the presence that it's not necessary, to be right or to have control or power over another, or to try and figure out how to get another to agree with you. That's not where our power is. Our power is in our presence. It's in that compassionate heart energy. It's in the being present, being in the moment. That is where we can really feel the essence of who we are and capture it, and then be in it more and more. It creates this incredibly healing space. It creates a light through the fog and the confusion. It creates, it magnetizes who and what we may need for our own support, and it allows us to see the light where maybe before we only saw the darkness. So busy supporting our point of view that we're not seeing that it doesn't matter. Of course it matters. Of course peace matters. Of course justice matters. And treating our fellow humans and having laws in effect that treat us all as with respect and honor, no matter what, are important. But proving yourself, your point of view to someone who has their own point of view differing from yours isn't going to move that energy aside. It's going to just create more arguments, aggressive violence. Okay, so first card in our 3-card pick here is our strength. Our strength is the mirror guardian. So here she is, an angel looking over us, another guardian, and she's staring into the universe, into this, and it's like she's looking down or looking at us. We're just a part of this And that's, we're a part of this grand scheme, this Milky Way, we're a part of it. And not to forget that we're a small part, and that, yes, we are incredibly powerful, yet it's necessary for us to reflect, take time to reflect. Who am I? What legacy do I want to leave? What's important to me? What are my priorities? How often have we heard that going through this pandemic? Wow, I really understood what my priorities were. Is that just lip service, or do you want to take some time this week and find out what your priorities are, and where can you make the most profound difference, and do it. But first, you must take time to reflect. Take time to reflect means turn inward. This is where your power is. What else does this card say? Take time to reflect on your strengths and challenges and how far you've come. Recognize your gifts. Okay, so this is always an empowering message for me, and I get this often because in life, as many of you know, and it's busy, and we can spend a lot of time tending to our needs. Yet many of us are also able to use our gifts to assist our fellow human, as I have already spoken about my son Brandon. And he was just a regular kid, a regular young man, and he had his regular young man struggles, his teenage struggles, but no matter what, he always took time to uplift and make a friend and bring his friends home so they could be a part of a loving family if that wasn't what they were receiving. And so he had a gift, and how it feels to acknowledge and honor your gifts and be seen for your gifts by yourself. Now, acknowledge your strengths, acknowledge them, and focus on them. Focus on how you can share your gifts. The world needs everyone to share their gifts. So that's a strength. A strength is sharing our gifts and reflecting on our strengths and our challenges. So here's the strengths category, here's the challenge category. Where can I go from here? Look how far I've come. And it's always a back and forth. We have strengths, we have challenges. And use your strengths to overcome your challenges. Mm-hmm. That's how it works. Okay, so let's see. Oh, this is beautiful. I do want to share this before moving into the next card. You are a beautiful being who has surmounted so many challenges and expanded in so many ways. Your angels are now guiding you to take inventory of your life, to take the time to note all of your recent experiences, the challenges you have surmounted, the strengths you have developed, and the lessons that you've learned. Your angels want you to reflect on your strengths, in particular, those aspects of yourself that you feel that have not been acknowledged by others. Offer yourself approval where it's due, and know that when you give yourself credit, others will be able to as well. Offer yourself approval where it is due. That is a powerful medicine, because as you see, and as I've talked about, we're out there wanting approval, wanting agreement from others who will never give it to us. They don't see the world the same way we do. They don't live with the priorities we do. It's different, and it's fine, except for we have different priorities, and we have what are your strengths? How far have you come? How have you surmounted challenges? I can't tell you how it feels to be in the day of my child's birth, celebration of his birth, and to have him not with me in physical body, but to know that I have lived every day since his passing in healing the loss of him physically. And to be in that day, Friday, and to give myself approval that I know I did what I needed to do for me to get through, to live through the greatest challenge, the greatest loss I could have imagined. And it's beyond imagining. And I'm not asking you to imagine that, but I am trying to point you in the direction of acknowledging yourself and giving yourself the credit for how far you've come and the challenges that you've overcome. We've all collectively overcome the challenge of living on the planet as we are going through a collective pandemic. You've gone through it, you've survived. However you've done it, you're here today. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What have you learned about yourself? And what I learned about myself through the last 3.5 years is that when I choose myself, to tend to myself, to tend to my brokenness, I am strong, and I'm able to, I'm strengthened, and I'm able to go on, and I'm able to see the gifts that my son still gives to all of us, and I'm able to heal. And that is something that I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I knew that I just had to try, and I did. And it was every day, one day at a time, choosing to look at the positive, choosing to honor my feelings, whatever they might be, and saying no to the people around me, which I'm hearing is what I've been saying for us to do this week. No, I'm not going to engage with the fight. Instead, I'm going to take care of myself, and I'm going to do what I know is right for me, and I know what is right for my family, and what I know is right for those that I care for in my community. And I'm going to take action. I am not going to rush. I am not going to do it the way you say I should do it, because our culture doesn't know how to do grief, doesn't know how to do discord and disharmony. It simply rushes in and powers through and strong arms, and it just doesn't work, as we're seeing. So the second card is what our heart wants us to know. The High Priestess. Look at her power. That is you. Look at her strength and her intention. So align with the light and take the next right action. That's her message. Align. Get yourself a wand and intend justice, intend healing, and intend to do your own work inside with your life, with yourself, with your family, with whatever's in front of you, wherever you feel called. Intend. Another one of her messages is the divine feminine. The presence of the divine feminine, again, is so powerful, so powerful. It's needed. Everyone waking up their own inner divine feminine to heal the wounding that we've all experienced. The deep wounding of aggression and violence, and that strong arming, expecting to be able to live a fulfilling, healthy, productive life when our basic needs aren't met is violence. And we're saying no to that because we know that that's not the way to live upon this planet. I had to say no so many times to others in insistence of putting feelings aside and pushing through things that you just can't possibly push through. So this message with the High Priestess, I am, so it's about connecting with our spirit and the mystic part of us. Again, this is a, stepping out of the mundane world, and saying, you know what, this calls for spirit. This calls for spirit. It calls for the priestess with her wand, her power stick. I intend that this world is changing. I intend that this world takes care of her beings. I intend that we become present with the suffering and offer compassion. I intend that I am an expression of the divine, and I go where I'm needed. I share the words that will be a healing for someone. Yeah, that's the divine feminine. And the last card is kind of what we need to heal or grow. And again, notice how all these cards were the divine feminine coming through to give us our message this week. Medicine woman, medicine mother, the mother. We're in such a need of her. Look at her, indigenous, connected to the earth, powerful healer, medicine. She's strong. She's present, because in the presence, you know what is needed. Medicine mother, honor your inner knowing. Honor your inner knowing. You know what is right for you, what you need, maybe what your children need, what your clients need, what your family needs, what your partner needs. But mostly, what do you need? What do you need? What are your needs that you might not have had the courage to ask for, that they're being met? Going through grief and bereavement in our culture, I had to have the courage to go within and listen to my intuition and find on this dark path, what do I need and how can I ask for what I need? And right now I can feel that for so many of us and so many of you out there is like, wow, there's so much happening. Our country is broken. Our systems are broken. The way we treat each other is broken. How can I get through this? What do I need? What do I need today? Ask the medicine mother. Ask her. I can feel her being unleashed. She's not happy either. She's like, you people, I'm telling you. And she's indigenous, and she has not forgotten her roots. She hasn't forgotten what it feels like to give her all and birth something. She hasn't forgotten what it takes to birth something, what it takes to heal, what it takes to change, where to find the wisdom. She knows, and she's telling us it's inside of you. Medicine mother, calling on the medicine mothers in spirit, calling on the medicine mothers in body, calling on the medicine mothers. What's the medicine for our planet at this time? Open to receive it. You'll get your knowing. You'll know. Medicine mother, take action. Do what you know you need to do. Do what you know you need to do. The Medicine Mother reminds you that even though you will have low lows, you aren't here to suffer. You're here to be supported and to support others. Let her give you the loving encouragement to take the next step forward. Disengage from the chaos out there that is caused by the deeply wounded masculine. And then take the courage to connect with your knowing and do what needs to be done. Take the next step, the next right step. There is an old pattern rising up in you now, and it's time to deal with it and release it for good. You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself enough to take the steps you know you need to take to move closer to where you'd like to be. Have that hard conversation with yourself. Have that hard conversation with another. Dare to take a step that's respectful and honoring of yourself. Is it respectful and honoring to engage in fighting and arguing for argument's sake? It's not the answer. Is it respectful to reach out to another fellow human being who you see is suffering and offer them a word of kindness? Is it respectful to the human race? Or is it disrespectful? Is it respectful to you and your essence? Or is it disrespectful? The Medicine Mother's here to guide you. And her message is, you know the answers, you know what you need to do. You may have been using delaying tactics or holding back, but now you're being guided to take action. And action, it is necessary and needed that we take action from the most aligned with the light, love, higher good place. And that may be not what you think it is. I just want to, it's not all, we can't love and light anything away, ever. We can align with that force of life force energy, the source, that the cosmos, as it's seen here. We can align with that, and then we can take action from that place. But action is needed. Action is needed, and there's so many ways right now to take action and that it's aligned with your heart, that's aligned with your truth, that's aligned with compassion and respect and honor of all your fellow humans. Your way, we're being called to go a little deeper and not engage in the fighting. Instead, disengage, and then take action as what we know we need to do for ourselves. And the rest will unfold. So I hope that was helpful for you, and I just send you so much love and so much light and so much courage to keep being true to yourself in your life and your daily doings. We have such strong medicine this week. The Medicine Mother is, I just feel her so strongly, so I hope that she stays with you this week. And she's a mother, so you know that she is most protective of her offspring, of which we are all an offspring of the Divine Mother. And she's also relentless with her love and relentless with her message of how we are to take care of each other. So reach out to me I am here for you. I'm taking clients, intuitive readings, astrology reports, all to align you with your inner light, your truth, and take action from that place in your daily life, in all your endeavors. I wish you peace. I'm sending you love and healing. Have a blessed week. Bye now.